December 1st, and traditionally Vlogmas starts today, which is very exciting. I wanted to hop on today and chat with you all about my Advent plans. It is already 25 to 5 in the afternoon. The day has literally ran away with me. I always find that I think I can do more than I can in the time that I have. So yesterday I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to put the tree up, I'm going to do this, and got to like 6 o'clock and I was like, I've done like 3 of the things that I had planned to do. So today is, as I said, the 1st of December. We have put, well, I say we, Dan hates putting the Christmas tree up. If it was down to Dan, he just wouldn't have a tree. He's like, I don't really see the point, but I love the twinkly lights of a tree. So I have put the Christmas tree up. We have put some decorations out the front of the house today, nothing crazy. I will insert a picture maybe and show you. But I'd seen online somebody had put like they'd done it inside their house actually, but like a garland around a tension rod and then decorated it with baubles and stuff. So we've kind of done that, but we've done it out on our porch. I'm hoping the tension rod holds. I bought these really beautiful glass speckly baubles, and I'm hoping that it stays up, because if not, they're just going to fall down and shatter all over the path outside. So fingers crossed for my garland. I haven't managed to put the lights up because I went out there first and cleared away all the cobwebs because it was all a bit gross, and hosed it all down and cleaned it all off, and then obviously, well, it's been raining anyway, so it's all wet. And I tried to put the sticky things on, and even though I've dried it, it's clearly not dry enough. So we've ordered some new sticky things to put the lights up around the window and then thread them around my garland tension rod situation. But I've Amazoned them, so they're coming tomorrow. Anyway, all of that to say is we've decorated for Christmas. I wasn't planning for this to be a long episode. I was literally just going to hop on and talk to you about Advent, but you know, this is how it works. What are your plans for Advent? I would love to know. Please tell me down below. I know I kind of briefly spoke about it on the podcast last time and I didn't really know what I was going to do, but I've made a decision. I am not going to use my Camel's Yarn Advent from last year, this year. Mostly because I don't have the perfect project in mind for it, and I don't know, I love the colours so much. I feel like they'd be really good in some sort of garment, but I just don't know what that is yet. So I am going to use my Bird Street Yarn Advent, which I have here. It's a previous year's, no one's going to have it, so this isn't any spoilers. I don't think it was last year, because last year I just had the Camel's Yarn. I think it was the year before. So what are we, 2024? That would have been 23. I think it's 22. It was sorry, there's going to be some rustling. It was the musical one. Is it musical? They're named after, I'm pretty sure they're named after different songs. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use. I have it here. I haven't re-looked at it since whatever year it was that I purchased it. But I did always intend to make the Dust of Snow, I don't think it's called a shawl, I think it's just called the Dust of Snow by Helen Stewart. I'll insert a picture here. It's basically a very long rectangular scarf, shawl, whatever you want to call it. You can make it with or without mohair. I always intended to make it with mohair, and I've actually already bought the mohair. So when I went to Amsterdam with my friends from my knitting group, we went on a yarny retreat. We stayed in Amsterdam, I think it was Friday to Monday. We went to Stephen and Penelope, and I bought some of his lovely Westwall Glow hair. This is 72% mohair, 28% silk. Yeah, and this is the colour Dutch Sky. This is 50 grams and approximately 400 metres, which is 437 yards. Hand wash in cool water. So I bought 3 of these. I've just dug them out of the yarn cabinet. This one lost its label. Let's just sort my life out. Okay, so I've got 3 of these. I don't know if I overestimated. I don't know if I need 3 of these. I think I panicked in the shop a bit. If I'm brutally honest, it was a very expensive shop and all of the yarn was beautiful and I didn't really know what to buy. So I think I bought some other yarn. Yeah, I did. I bought some La BMA, I think. Yeah, the bright pink, the floor, whatever, the bright pink colour that she's quite famous for. So I've got 3 of these, all in Dutch Sky colourway. So I am going to hold these skeins with the glow hair to not dull it down, but maybe tone it down a bit, because what I remember from this advent, oh, it's around the wrong way, my Bird Street advent, is it's pinks and blues, I think purples, but I'm going to open them here now with you. I'm not going to like open them one by one. I'm literally just, yeah, how am I going to do this? Should have done this beforehand, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll have to open them and lay them out and put a picture, but it's dark now. I'm not going to get a good picture. Let's maybe just look at a couple of the colourways, because if I take them all out of the bags, I'm not going to know in what order they're meant to be in, but does that matter? This is the problem. I don't know whether to use them in the order of the advent, so obviously 1 to 24, or whether to rearrange the colours, because I think there's a way you can rearrange it so it's like more of a cohesive kind of fadey situation rather than just being random colours. Let's see. I don't really know where to start. I haven't thought this through. Can you tell? I just thought I'd come and sit, chat with you, tell you what I was going to do for my advent. But have we got number... Oh, so that's number 2, so that's a great start. Yeah, so there's some all sorts of colours in here. So I think I might have to rearrange them. I'm crossed because I obviously opened this advent calendar during Vlogmas or around podcast episodes and would have had a picture. I can't go that far back on my phone and find it. It's annoying me. I mean, I could, but you know, can't be bothered. All right, well, just for purposes of roughly showing you, this was... It is blowing out a little bit because I have got my my lamp on. Kind of, oh my gosh, my brain... The lamp that I was gifted very kindly a while ago. Actually, a very long while ago, because we weren't even in this house. Anyway, it's kind of blowing them out a little bit, but this is number 2, and its name is Christmas Wrapping. So it's a nice kind of tonal blue colour. But then if you go to number 3, which would be the next one, I've got this lovely, pretty variegated, well, kind of pink. So that's 2 and 3, and then you go, where's my next kind of ish number? 6 is like a beautiful, I mean, they're all stunning colours. I love them. I'm just not sure I'm going to love them in that order. So what I'm going to do is off video, I'm going to go and have a look at them in the order they're intended and take a photo. And then I'll probably... if I decide I want to rearrange them and then post a photo of how I intend to use it, I think is probably the best idea, because I can't really do it here now because it's going to bore you a lot. I'm going to be sat here for ages. And you probably don't really want to do that, to be honest. You've got things to be doing too. You've got advents to be knitting. Number 4, I'm just going to show you a random few, is quite a dark... purpley aubergine kind of colour. So yeah, I think they probably need to be higgledy-piggledy, don't they? There's some stunning ones, but I feel like I can probably make quite a good fade out of them. I've got quite a few, peek through here, quite a few kind of light bluey greeny colours that you can see popping through. So anyway, all that to say, I'll add photos in, but that is going to be my advent project this year. There's no way I'm going to keep up. I can't knit 20 grams plus 150 grams or however much is needed of mohair. Oh, mohair in the eye. During advent, it's not going to happen. I will get behind, but that's fine. I would just like to try and use an advent because as you all know from my previous episode, I have never finished an advent. So it turns out I'm not the only one though. I saw the lady at Castleview Yarns. I'm sorry, her name has gone from my mind. It'll come back to me in a minute. She also has said that she's got 3, I think, advents that she's started, and she's like 50% of the way through and never finished. So I know I'm not the only one out there. I know there are other people, and a few of you have commented to say that too. Yeah, so that's my plan. I'm hoping to sort out the colour order that I want to use them in and maybe cast that on tonight if I've got the right needle free. Can't remember off the top of my head what needle size I need. Also means actually I'm going to have to wind some of this, which I don't really want to get the ball winder and everything out for, because I can never get a nice beautiful cake. It always ends up going crazy on me. So, but then hand winding this does not sound fun either. There's no winning with me, there really isn't. As I say, the day's getting on and I need to go walk Phoebe in a bit anyway, do dinner, all of that stuff, and get ready because today is Sunday, so it's Monday tomorrow, get ready for work and all of that fun jazz. Was going to talk to you a little bit about Vlogmas and Advent and stuff though. I am going to do a somewhat Vlogmas situation over here. I haven't 100% decided what that's going to look like. It's most likely going to be a weekly video, kind of snippets from my week, showing you my Advent, probably, you know, walking Phoebe, a bit of a day in the life. Bearing in mind that I can't show you a lot of my day in the life because a lot of it involves the girls and all of that. So I do find that it gets a little repetitive, which is why I don't really want to do it on a daily basis. Plus it's a lot of editing, plus a lot of uploading. Like I know that's going to be tricky because other people are going to be doing like updating Vlogmas, and I know YouTube sometimes struggles with that. So my intention is going to be, I am going to put this in as my first part of Vlogmas. This will go in to the first video, and then throughout this week I will add in snippets from the week, and then I will upload it. I think on a Sunday morning is probably the best plan because it gives me Saturday to piece it all together and edit it and get it uploaded and ready to go and then scheduled. My last podcast episode felt very chill in respect that I'd done it quite far in advance. It was uploaded to YouTube, my thumbnails were done, the music was done, like the notes, everything was done. I'd scheduled it to go live on Monday at 12 o'clock and I actually forgot that it was going live, and that never happens because I'm normally in such a hurry to get everything edited and uploaded, and I find it quite stressful. So I'm hoping just giving me that day for the Saturday to edit and upload and whatnot will be helpful. Anyway, I'm going to open Advents with you. So as always, well, I say as always, I think this is my second year. Maybe my third. I sulked in the week to Dan because I did the online food shop and they had no more Tony's Chocolonely Advent calendars. I mean, I shouldn't have left it for the last week of November, but I did. So I sulked a little bit. I was like, oh, they don't have an Advent calendar. They had others, but this is my favourite. What am I going to do? So unfair. Dan was like, firstly, you're 35 years old. Do you need a chocolate Advent calendar? I was like, well, yeah. Doesn't everyone get an Advent calendar? Dan doesn't, but, you know, any excuse for a chocolate. And secondly, he was like, well, you know, you do have that very expensive £80 yarn Advent. I'm like, yep, that £80 yarn Advent. I do have that, you're right. Maybe I don't need a chocolate one after all. So naive, bless him. And then I got home from a long day at work. This is going to be a ramble, but I basically ended up going out to a training session with the 2 directors from People Unbox, the company that I work with, and we had an awesome day, and I kind of like co-delivered a session with them, which was really fun, that I'd never done before. It did mean that I ended up coming home late. We didn't get home and like finished until 7, and then we went for a drink at the pub to kind of decompress from the day. The directors stayed and had dinner, and they did very kindly offer for me, but I wanted to get home to Dan and Phoebe. So I got dinner on the way home and went home and saw them and snuggled on the sofa with them, and this was waiting for me at home. We did good. He went, I think he just went to Sainsbury's and got it. I think it was Sainsbury's, I can't remember. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. All that to say is I have my Tony's Chocolonely advent calendar and I'm going to open it. I think this year there's only 2 flavours inside. It says milk caramel, sea salt, tinies inside, and milk chocolate. I think last time there were different flavours, but that's cool. I am happy with that. So I have got my tiny milk chocolate, which will stop me whining. So that's that one, and then this is the one you're all here for, let's be honest. I am a sucker, and I'd said last year to my knitting friends, and probably on a podcast, that I wasn't going to get a Yarny Advent because as much as I love them, I never make a project with them. I'm just collecting them at this point, and it seems a little bit ridiculous. But then I get suckered in every single time. So it will be of no surprise to you to know that I have the beautiful Camel's yarn. Hannah did such a good job last year. I couldn't not. I just feel like it's just going to be an annual thing now. I'm just going to have to get it every year. Anyway, the mood boards for this was stunning. If you haven't seen them, head on over to her Instagram because, oh my gosh, beautiful. So this is, did I just say this? I don't know. Beachcombing. That's kind of the theme. Hannah lives down in Cornwall and it's stunning down there. It's so, so lovely. Right, I'm going to try and open it with you, but without spilling everything out. I have already had a peek and I was sold by the pink tissue paper. Ta-da! Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Now, I don't know what I went for. I don't know if I got the main skein. I definitely didn't get the bag this time because actually the bag from the last one is still in the advent box from last year. But I do know that I got the singles this time. I was going to get the... What one was it? I can't remember. The base that I was going to get was sold out by the time I got there because I was umming and ahhing. But I went for the merino singles. So it's 100% superwash merino. 73 metres per 20 grams. And then this is the little leaflet that came with it. It just said, before we begin our beachcombing adventure, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you for joining us this Advent season. Feel the crunch of sand and shingle underfoot and listen to the waves crashing and retreating as you open each box. Allow the colours to whisk you away to the shoreline as we search for treasures brought in by the tide. With every mini skein, you will discover the stunning hues of beachcombing finds, a shimmering shell, a piece of driftwood, seaweed, pebbles and more. I hope this Advent sparks your creativity and inspires you to create something beautiful during this festive season. Best wishes, Hannah. So, shall we dig in? I can't believe I've waited all day. I was going to do it earlier. I was like, no, I'll wait and I'll record. So, again, I don't know what I'm going to make with this. But my problem is I quite like to see a whole advent before I decide. I don't really want to just commit from the off. Ooh, okay, we've got boxes again. Oh, and there's a little bag. Should we open that today? It doesn't say not to, so let's do it. Let's see what's inside. Did you just see that bit of fluff? I need to tidy up the yarn ring. Ooh. Ooh, do you want to see what's in here? Of course you do. That's why you're here. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, not this, although this is exciting. I love tea. This is some Cornish tea from the company Cornish Tea, and it's called Smuggler's Brew. Well, there you go. That'll be delicious. But this is what I was saying. Oh, that's super exciting. I've seen these so many times and really wanted to buy them. I just don't know why I never have. Look at those. Little stitch marker set. Love them. They actually do look like pieces of like sea glass that you would find. So these are by Lilliput White, and on the back it says frosted and shaped by time and tide. The sea glass for these stitch markers has been collected from the beaches around my home on the Isle of Wight. They are washed before being turned into stitch markers and finished with a little oil to keep the colour alive. Oh, that's so cute and so like unique and individual, because obviously they are actually from the sea. Amazing. And in here I believe we've got the cards with the colours. So yeah, we've got 2. And one says days 1 to 12, the other says 13 to 24. So today's colour is called Gribble Wood. Interesting. And I'm going to find, they're in little boxes again like last year. Oh, sorry, tangent. I did go for the big skein. It's in here. I just didn't go for the bag this time. I'm sure it was stunning, but there's just so many, only so many bags one girl needs. Hold on, I've got to put number 25 back in, sorry. Okay, number 1. This is going to be such a long Vlogmas episode because I've already chatted for 20 minutes. Oh, this is exactly what I expected from a woody kind of colour. Are you ready? Dun, dun, dun. This is stunning. I don't know, you're not going to get the right tone. I'll try and record kind of like an end of week with all the colours together. Excuse my nails too peeled off, so that you can get a better colour in natural light, because this is very artificial light. But can you see that variegation over here? It's beautiful. Oh, I don't know how she does it. I would love to dye yarn, but I could never make it this pretty. So it's probably more, it's definitely darker than you're seeing there, but not by a ton. So that's exciting. Number 1. Okay, I'm going to put that back and I'm going to leave it in the box, and I'll probably put these in there for future days, and I might put all of these back in there for now, just so I know that everything's there and safe. But thank you for joining me for this first little part of Vlogmas episode number 1. I may as well leave that up there. So I would love to hear down below and chat with you to see what it is that you're making, what your plans are. If you've got any exciting plans for the holiday season. We don't have too many exciting plans. We are working up until the 19th of December, and then I think I'm off nannying at least until the 6th or something when they go back to school. I will still have my admin job, but hopefully that'll be a little quieter by that point. Dan is actually off this year for Christmas and New Year and the bit in between, which never happens because all of his jobs have required him to either be on call or actually physically working, so that's nice. Yeah, we've got not very many plans, which is amazing. There'll be a lot of dog walking. I'm pretty sure we're spending Christmas with Dan's parents. They have very kindly invited us, and we can take Phoebe along with us. So yeah, pretty sure we'll be there Christmas Day. So I need to get on with my gift knitting. That's my number 1 priority at the moment. Gift knitting and cast on my Advent project, which isn't really a priority, but I'm going to make it a priority, because if I don't start today, then I won't start, and then it'll be another Advent project that is just sat there. So I am going to put some pictures here of the Advent and their colours, and I will come back and show you when I've started it, maybe tomorrow, depends how much I get done today. But yeah, I hope you're having a great December 1st, and I will see you back here very shortly. Take care. See you. Bye-bye.
Hello, good morning. Today is Monday and it's the 2nd of December and it's sunny. It's cold, but it's sunny. It is 20 to 9. We have been to work, we've dropped the kids at school, we've sorted them out. We are now going for a walk. We are parked up. Phoebes, do you want to go for a walk? I think that's a yes. Still an on lead walk because she's still in season. Hoping that is going to be over soon. But yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to take you with us. And then Mondays are a bit of a higgledy-piggledy day for us. We It's a half nanny day, a half admin day. So we'll be going back to my nanny house, doing some jobs whilst having the laptop out, starting the admin jobs. And yeah, the girls have got an after school club today, so they're there till 4:30, which is nice because that just buys me a little bit of extra time. So yeah, let's get started with our day. Haven't done Advents yet. If you remember from previous years, I'm not a morning person, and there's no way I'm waking up earlier just to open my Advent. So I'll do that tonight, but it will mean that the weather isn't, like, the lighting won't be the best. So at the end of the week I will get a picture of them all together. But I did start my Advent wrap last night. I don't bring knitting to work with me generally. It depends on the day, but Mondays, no, I don't get a chance. So it's not with me, and there's not much to show you anyway, but I will work on that tonight and maybe pull it out and show you. But have a great day all, and I will see you soon. It is me again. I've got to be quick. I am on dinner duty. Dan has taken Phoebe out for a walk. I'm feeling a little bit ropey. I think I'm getting the girls cold. So he very kindly said he'll take Phoebe out, and I'm on dinner duty. It's in the oven. The timer's on. We've got about 18 minutes. Hopefully I won't be that long. It's still Monday. I did get a little bit of footage earlier today. And hold on, I'm so sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Just the one. Excuse me. Where was I? Yes, I got some footage earlier whilst I was at work, and yeah, I've not long been home from work. Sorted myself out. A very unproductive day. My meetings got cancelled, which was quite nice, but did mean I got some work done, which means I might get some more free time tomorrow because I did some of tomorrow's work today. That makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on because we are here for Advent. Again, I'm sorry, we're going to be an artificial light, but my plan is to, as I said, put them out at the weekend when I have some natural light to show you the real colours of the yarn. My chocolate, you probably don't really care. You probably don't really want to see me open my chocolate advent calendar every day, but it brings me joy. I went to work this morning and the girls were like, have you had your chocolate? Have you had your chocolate? I said, no, I have my chocolate in the evening when I get home because I didn't get up early enough to open my advent. And they were like, what? That's the only thing that gets us out of bed. And they were obviously like full on advent mode, and they asked about my calendar. And then it turned into a bit of a comparison game. Is it bigger than mine? Well, a little bit, but I'm an adult. Their grandparents very kindly buy them their advent calendar, so they don't really get to choose it, which upsets them. Anyway, today I got the milk caramel sea salt. I was thinking about this very deeply, clearly, as I was busy working earlier. There were definitely more flavours in this last year. Definitely were. So I wonder why there's only 2 this year. Weird how that works. It does say on the back though, a great way of eating these, pop 1 in some hot milk and give it a stir, and then you've got like a hot chocolate. So that's quite a cool idea. Nice to do. Happy dance, festive bingo. Oh, it's just giving you some ideas of things to do. Anyway, we don't need to read that. We're here for the yarn. We're here for the yarn. You'll be pleased to know that I started a advent project yesterday. Did barely any rows before I started falling asleep on the sofa, but I started. So progress is progress. We are going to open day 2 of the Camels Yarn Beachcombing Advent today. I'm going to take these out because I might take them to work with me. And very handily. Anyway, they're in order, so it's not hard to find. You know, sometimes when you're just like rifling through and you can't find it. So today's, I feel like I'm all over the place tonight. Today's is called Common Whelk. So what colour do we think that's going to be? What colour's a whelk? Oh yes, so good, so pretty. So pretty. This reminds me of like, oh so sorry, my battery's running low on my phone. I better be quick. It's like a coffee colour to me, but apparently also a common whelk colour. It's a very light beigey brown with darker brown speckles. It's beautiful. I love it. Amazing. So yeah, that's me for today. Tomorrow you might see more of me. I'm working from home tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday and generally I do work from home and I'm able to tomorrow, so I will probably hop on and have a bigger chat with you just because I'll be procrastinating from my work. So they are the first 2 days of the lovely Camel's Yarn Advent and my chocolate, which I'm going to go and eat quickly before my dinner timer goes off and Dan gets home. And then I'm going to put these tea bags in my work bag for when I go back to work on Wednesday. Well, I'm back to work tomorrow. You know, I just told you I'm working from home. Yeah, I hope you're having a great day. And I'm going to go and have my dinner, sit down on the sofa and do some knitting for the rest of the evening. But I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. Hello. And welcome to the third day of Vlogmas. Today is December 3rd. My coffee is hot. I've just realised, whilst I went to make this coffee, I don't have any Christmas mugs, which is quite sad. But I think if I buy any more mugs, Dan might actually divorce me. Dan hates mismatched mugs. He likes all the mugs to be the same, and I am already pushing it with quite a few different mismatched mugs. And we're getting our kitchen done in the new year, so probably shouldn't add more junk to the kitchen before ripping it apart. Anyway, that's not what you're here to listen to. I am at home, as you can see. It is, what time is it? It's 5 to 11 in the morning. This hair is a bit crazy. I've had a hat on. I've walked Phoebe this morning. I've taken the girls to school. I've done a little bit of my admin job, but actually I did so many hours of overtime last week. I don't have too much work to do today or this week, so that's nice. Got a few things that I must get done this morning. Phoebe has now just gone out with her dog walker. She goes out with her every Tuesday. Yeah, I thought I'd come and do Advent in the daylight. Firstly, would like to apologise. I've realised I've done some recording on my laptop and some on my phone, and I don't know how that's going to mismatch when I put all of these together. So it might look a bit crazy. If you can see, I'm wearing my crazy hot water bottle that is strapped to my back, mostly because I have backache, but secondly to keep me warm because it is freezing. I am going to plan, whilst Phoebe is out for an hour of craft, which I'm really excited about. I've got a new craft that I'm trying that I can't tell you anything about because I'm waiting for it to come to fruition. I don't yet have anything. Well, I haven't really done much of it, so I can't really say that none of it is successful. I have all the gear and I've been very excited to try it. And I've had a little play around, but I've not actually done any of it. So I think I'm going to do that for an hour. Excuse me, I'm croaky. Yeah, I'm going to do that while she's out for an hour. Keep an eye on my work emails. See if anything comes in, but I doubt it will. All of my colleagues are out training today. The two directors are around, but they are interviewing. So I think it'll be a nice quiet day. So once I've done an hour of this craft, I am going to go downstairs and probably snuggle on the sofa. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to have my work laptop with me, but I'm not really going to do any work, I'll be honest, unless something urgent comes through. Because I think I'm going to put a Christmas movie on and do some knitting. I have made quite good progress on one of the hot water bottles for the girls. So I'd like to get that one finished and the next one started because I'm feeling pretty good about that. It's like the 3rd of December and I've almost done, well, I've done half a gift. I need to finish the other sock. But I need to finish that hot water bottle first, I think, because I break up from work first, so I need to give the girls their things before the socks, for instance, because I will see Dan's mum on Christmas Day.
Wow, I am waffly today. Anyway, that's the plan. I'm going to finish the hot water bottle, cast on the second one, and maybe do a bit of my Advent project. I don't know how much I'll get done. I always think I can achieve way more than I actually can in the time I have. I'm going to open my chocolate and I'm going to have it now. Our house is full of chocolate right now. Dan just keeps finding all the best chocolates when he goes to the shop. He's out and about working every day, like he doesn't have an office or, you know, like a certain place that he works in, so he's just out and about. He currently has a colleague with him, and said colleague buys lunch every day. This is a real tangent, but anyway, so they basically end up going to a shop every day, so he keeps going into the shop and seeing all the like yummy Christmassy things. He's like, oh, I'm gonna buy some of that, I'll take that home. So I spend my days eating chocolate. It's a plain milk chocolate today. Yeah, how are you all? I feel like I need to sit down and do a bit of a knit and natter, but then to be fair, I'm just talking to myself, so it's not that nitty natty, is it? Not that natty, not that chatty. Gosh, my brain. Okay, let's open the third day of this too, because then you'll get to see it in daylight. Shall I show you? No, I'm going to show you the rest of them all at the end of the week. I'm not going to do it now, because then I'll forget, and then I'll show you again, and then you'll have seen it like 5 times. This one is called See What a Lovely Shell. Interesting. Box number 3. Someone mentioned on Instagram how nice the yarn smells, and I haven't sniffed it yet. Not something I generally do unless I get a waft of it, and I think it's going to be good. Oh yeah, we're turning to pinks, guys. Oh, it does smell very good actually. Oh, it was a bit fibery. Fibers up the nose. Does smell nice. So we've got a pinky, a very light kind of, oh yeah, this window is great for lighting. A nice light kind of beigey pinky tone. There's not a lot of speckles or anything in this one. I'm loving this one. Hannah from A Camel's Yarn has said that, as last year, all of these colours will be available in full schemes in the new year. So that is one to maybe get on a full scheme. We'll see. I've got a feeling there are going to be a few more subtle kind of pinks going through this one. So you hear that? I'm so sorry. That's my stomach making noises. Yeah, so that's day 3. I'm already so excited for this Advent. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Oh, that's the condensation of my coffee all over the box. Goodness me, Luce. Call yourself a podcaster. So, yes, today is Tuesday, as I have said, and I do get a little bit of time later on if I'm organised, child-free. So I pick the kids up from school on a Tuesday, and then they have an after-school club from 4:30 until 6:30, but I finish work at 6. So I drop them off at 4:30. It's literally on their housing estate where they live. And I go back to the house, and I don't do a lot because I was there yesterday as part of my nanny hours doing some laundry and chores and things. So I don't have a lot to do today, so I tend to take some knitting with me. So I need to get something. Maybe I take the sock. If I take this sock and get it finished, I think it's the coffee that's making my stomach make that noise. I don't know why. Sorry, I was having a thought. So I need to make socks for the girls for Christmas too. But I like knitting my socks on 9-inch circulars. They're not going to fit for a kid size sock, are they? I'm not going to fit enough, like, the stitches around, because there's going to be fewer stitches. That's a bit annoying. Hadn't thought this through. How am I going to knit them? I really don't like magic loop. I might just have to suck it up and get on with it. I do have some, what are they called? Flexi flops. I think they're downstairs. Oh no, they're here. I've got my thing here. Are they called flexi? No, they're not called flexi flops. There are some, I think, called flexi flops, but these are not them. Bear with me a moment. They're Addy ones, aren't they? Nope, they're higher hires. See, I was wrong. Higher flyers. I've got those. that might work because they're a 2.25 and I'm going to do them in rainbow yarn, which I probably should get out. Shall I get it out and show you? Wait there. Remember what this is? Ah, genius Lucy. I was going to say I don't remember what this is. I think it's some sort of Regia or something, but the thing was inside, and it is. I started making them for them before I got really bored, so just ripped them out. But it is the Regia Perfect sock yarn, which is supposed to be self-striping, but I don't believe it's going to be, because I'm making them for the kids. They're going to be on a smaller circumference, so it's not going to be quite the stripy effect, I don't think. Yeah, so I think they'll just get what they'll get and they'll be happy with that anyway. This is a 75-25 virgin wool polyamide blend. The idea is that you pull from the middle and you knit, I think you pull from the middle, you knit 2 identical socks, yeah. It's got a yellow starter thread. That's the idea. But it's got sock sizes on there and everything. That's cool. But obviously that's not going to quite go to plan for the children. What do they recommend you knit these on? 2 to 3 mil. It's a super fine yarn, apparently, a number 1. I'd say it's, yeah, a fingering. But anyway, I've got 2. I must have started at some point and separated this one. I'm not even sure what I've done. But I have a whole one, so this is going to be for the girls. I'm going to knit them some socks. I figured it would be quicker knitting kids' socks because obviously they're smaller. And I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to do. I'm not sure whether to use the Magic Heel Socks by an Autumn Acorn. I have made a pair of those for me before and they're quite good. The idea is that the heel is basically just a ribbing section so that the socks will last them longer because it's not exactly a set heel, because maybe I've got it to show you here. No, I haven't. The heel basically is a ribbon section, and so as long as their heel fits into that rib section, it doesn't particularly matter where, so their feet can grow a little bit and they'll still fit them is the idea. But I'm not sure. I don't know whether to do that or whether to just do a normal sock with a short row heel. Shadow wrap is my favourite. I haven't really thought about what I'll do about heels, toes and cuffs, whether I'll use a different colour. I haven't really thought this through very well at all, have I? It's only now as I'm sitting down talking to you guys. Anyway, I'll figure that out. I might take those with me to cast on because the girls won't be there, so they won't see them. And get started. How many? Oh, it's not going to help me because this video is going to go out after I'm going to have started. I was going to say how many stitches around do you do for kids' socks on a fingering, but I'll look it up. I think a few of my friends have made fingering weight socks for their children, so I can ask them. But yeah, that's it for Advent today. I am going to go and do some crafting. And then if that goes well, I can show you that another time. And then I'm going to go and put a Christmas movie on and do some knitting because I can today. I feel like taking it easy. I also need to get a workout in, hence the workout attire and the hair. I'm trying to pair my hair wash day with working out and getting my hair done. So I was supposed to be getting my hair done tonight. Yeah, but then it changed a couple of days ago. So I was like, well, I'm not going to wash my hair on that day. I'm now getting my hair done on Friday, so ideally I want to wash it tomorrow. This is a lot of information, so I'd have to wash it again before I get my hair done. So it's a lot of first world problems going on here. Anyway, I've waffled on enough about socks and hair and all of that. I'm going to go and I will speak to you all very soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.
good afternoon. I haven't been on to say hello this morning yet because I've been busy. I've taken the kids to school, I've walked Phoebe, I've done some work, I've done all the fun things because I'm working from home again today. They're holding virtual interviews at the moment, so they're busy in the office and they don't want me tinkering around in the background. We have a very small office. So, working from home again, which is nice, but I'm not that great at motivating myself when I'm working from home. But I've done the work I've needed to do. The problem is things are quite slow now in December, so I don't want to do all the work this week and then I'll have nothing to do next week. So I'm trying to like just egg it out a little bit. So doing a few bits around the house, laundry, all that really fun and exciting stuff. But I'm here to make a cup of tea. And I was talking to you and then I put the kettle on and realised you probably couldn't hear me. So I'm starting again. Take 2. I am making a cup of Bird and Blend chocolate digestive tea because this is my favourite. I haven't tried all of their teas, obviously, but this is one of my favourites. I also really like the blueberry pancake. But what I have just realised, I've done a lot of realising this week, so I realised I don't have a Christmas mug. But I've also realised I don't have any Christmas teas from Bird and Blend. So I might hop on their website and treat myself. Oh, but this, I wish you could smell this. It's just so good. I'm not entirely sure, I'd say. It definitely smells like a chocolate digestive, and I don't particularly love to eat chocolate digestives, but I just love the flavour. It came in one of the monthly sample things I got from them, and I had to order a whole entire tin because I love it. Anyway, I'm using my fancy teapot. I've never used this before. It's just from IKEA, but I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. So I just came on here to procrastinate and chat to you. Oh, I've just spilt tea everywhere. Hold on. I'm not a pro at this, guys, am I? Because I've just knocked tea into the actual pot, which isn't really the idea. I don't really want bits of random tea swimming in my drink. Anyway, so yes, I'm here making a cup of tea, and then I'm going to go and sit under my heated blanket on the sofa for maybe an hour for my lunch. And get some knitting done. I'm so close to finishing the first hot water bottle. Oh, here comes P. Hello, baby. Don't know if you can see her. She might be out of shot. But first, a cup of tea. I don't quite know how much I'm going to need for a cup. Never used it before. But all the tea isn't floating, so I should probably give it a bit more. Anyway, whilst I'm here with you, making a lovely cup of tea. Yes, I've almost finished the first hot water bottle. I'm very, very close. Pretty sure Phoebe's just come out to see who I'm talking to. And it turns out to be myself. So I'd really like to get that finished today. I really thought I was going to get it finished yesterday. I sat down to do it last night and then realised I've got a beginning of round marker and then a halfway point marker. And at some point I thought my halfway marker was my beginning of round marker and the pattern was all off. So I ended up spending an hour last night ripping it all back, which was really frustrating. Finding out where I was in the colour chart and then restarting. So I didn't get it finished, but I've got about 4 or 5 more rows left of the pattern, like the colour work. And then I'm doing the top decreases and then the neck. If you don't know, if I haven't already said, I'm making the Maxine hot water bottle cover. Well, I'm making 2, but I've made the first one almost for my nanny children. They both wanted one. They've got this obsession with hot water bottles, seems as I have a bit of an obsession with hot water bottle. I'm like carrying it around with me. So yes, I'm gonna go do that and have my cup of tea. Oh, it looks so cute. I love being able to see the colour. It's the little things in life, really, isn't it? So I'm gonna pour that, go and sit on the sofa, get snuggly with Phoebes, and do an hour's worth of knitting. So let's go. Hello, happy Thursday. Today is Thursday the 5th of December and I've already been a really bad podcaster. Or vlogmaster, is that a thing? I forgot to open yesterday's advent. Well, I didn't forget actually, I'm not going to lie to you. Dan was out last night with some friends for dinner, and I got comfy on the sofa, and yeah, Phoebes had snuggled in, and I sat there and was like, oh, meant to go and open advent. But I couldn't be bothered because I knew if I got up that little Miss Phoebe would also get up and disturb the peace. Sorry, I've got hiccups. So I decided not to. I did take a little bit of footage yesterday, but I don't think it was very exciting. Today I'm at work, as you can see. I love Thursdays. Thursdays is my full nanny day, so I don't do any admin on a Thursday. I literally do from 7:30 till 6. Here with the girls, they're obviously at school. Excuse me. I should just move you a little bit actually, because there are some family photos. Not that I think you can see them, but just in case. Yeah, so I love a Thursday because it's actually very chill for me. I don't feel like it's one of those frantic days where I'm rushing around and where do I need to be, who do I need to get, what kit do I need for the kids and whatnot. I'm just here all day, and it's 5 to 1. Their mum is out in the office in the garage, which is why I keep looking over there, because if she comes in, I'll turn this off. She's going to think I'm crazy, so I'm talking to myself. Yeah, it's 5 to 1. Just had lunch. I've done most of my jobs, and the girls are at after school club today, so they're at school until 4:30, although they do have a little end of term performance at 4:15, so I need to go there early. But I'm here till 4, basically, and it's now 1 o'clock, and I have 3 hours to kill, and all my jobs are done. I know I already told you that, but I'm just telling you again. So I did just wind my second mini skein. I have some footage of me doing that. This one was really tangly, actually wasn't fun at all. I can normally tell when I take it out of the little hank whether it's going to behave or not, and this one just didn't. So this is, well, it's not day 2 because I have shimmied the order, but this is from the Bird Street Yarn Advent 2022, I think. I've started the Dust of Snow shawl. Excuse me, I think I'm getting the girls cold. This was day 1. It was like a nice light pink speckly number, and this one's getting slightly darker, held with this mohair, and this is what I have so far. It's so pretty. I actually think this side is, it's so pretty because the grey's in there. It really just kind of makes the pink bits pop, like along here. It's stunning. So this is the Dust of Snow by Helen Stewart. I've started, I obviously haven't got very far, and I obviously said I wasn't going to keep up because this is technically mini skein number 1, but that's fine. I'm going to work on this a bit now. I did bring this, and I did bring the sock for Dan's mum, but I think I'm going to work on this for a little bit because it's easy knitting. See my little cute little needle stitch stoppers, whatever you call these. Yeah, so just hand wound this one because I didn't realise I looked in the pattern that you alternate them for a bit. I guess it kind of blends the next skein in with this one. So that's what I'm going to do here. So wound that up, ready to go. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, it's a very simple pattern so far. I haven't got to any of the complicated lace parts. It is just mostly garter with a little bit of edging. So I'm looking forward to doing some more of that whilst watching some Vlogmases here. But let's open Advents. I brought them with me, 4 and 5. I have opened my chocolates, but I haven't eaten those yet. And you don't really need to see me open them every day. I'm guessing they're just going to alternate between milk chocolate and caramel crunch or whatever it is. So yeah, we've got days 4 and 5. Sorry, I feel really nasally. Number 4's colourway is called Striped Venus. Ooh, pretty. Phoebe's head just popped up. She was snoozing. Sorry, baby. Just mummy oohing over yarn. This is so pretty. So pretty. Please share with me, I don't know if I've said this already, but please share with me down below what you're doing with your Advents, because I'm going to need to be really inspired. This is stunning. Not the best light in here because I'm on spotlights, but and it's a really grey miserable day. But it's December, so honestly, what more can you expect from the weather and the daylight? So Striped Venus, and this one, oh gosh, Corallina, I want to say. Corallina, I think. We're going darker and moodier. The thing I love with Hannah's yarn is just the speckling and the detail of all these little pops of colour. And it's just, she's just a magician. It is so beautiful. Look at all those speckles. Hello. I'm such a child. So that one is called Corallina. Loving it so far. Loving it. It's funny, isn't it? Because you look at all the colours individually and I put them back in the boxes. And then I won't go back to look at this, but like, until I go to make something with it. But what I'll probably do is try and line them up like I have done in previous years. So that when I want to make something, although I did that last time and then I couldn't find the pictures because they were so far back in my camera roll. So I don't know, maybe I need to save it somewhere else or have a better system. But yeah, that's me today. I'm going to sit here and do some knitting. And not a lot else for a couple of hours. I probably should take P out for another walk before I go and get the girls from school because, as I say, they've got a little performance. It's only a 15-minute. This is what we've learned this term, kind of performance. And then they've actually got an extra theatre performance, like rehearsal tonight for a show coming up. So I'm literally going to pick them up at 4:30, shove some food down them, and then take them to their next club at 5:30. Yeah, and that's for an hour, and then I'll be gone. So I think their grandparents are picking them up from that. So I won't get to see them much today, but all my jobs here are done. Actually, I'm telling you a lie. Just as I'm sat here talking to you, I haven't organised a food shop for next week, so I'll do that really quickly before I do my knitting. Yeah, and there's only 2 more weeks left of term. Well, a week and a half really, because today's Thursday, got tomorrow. I've got all of next week, and then I've only got a 3-day week because, well, 3 days, and I take them to school on the Thursday morning, but then it's my People Unbox Christmas party day. So I won't have them for the rest of that day, and then the Friday, that's the day they break up, so Friday's an inset day. Although I'm pretty sure my bosses think I'm working the inset day, but I technically shouldn't be working the inset day, so I need to get some clarification on that. Because I don't work inset days anymore, but it's got in the calendar that I'm working. So yeah, I'll sort that out. And then I break up for Christmas! Yay! And actually, it's not that early this year, is it? That's like the 20th, so I've really only got 4 days until Christmas. But I need to appreciate that because not many people get lots of time off at Christmas. So, yeah, I think I'm off to like the 6th of January. So that's like lots of knitting time. And I've also told myself that we're going to Dan's parents for Christmas. I've probably mentioned that. But I'm not going to drink a lot this year. 1, because it makes you feel rubbish. 2, I'll probably end up getting up with Phoebe the next day because Dan did it last time we stayed over. And she always gets up really early there because it's a different environment. She gets excited. She thinks everybody's around. So she's going to be very disappointed when she realises they're not. And they're still tucked up in bed. Where was I going with this tangent? Oh, yeah. And then I can sit and knit for the entire day. Whereas if I drink, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to have any, but I might have a couple. But normally we drink a lot at Dan's parents and then I can't really function. Or I definitely can't knit anyway. But I'd like to just be sat there knitting away. I did think the other day I was thinking about this last night, I'd really like my crochet blanket pieced together so I could do those like really long rows around the edge because crochet is really good for just picking up and putting down. So if Dan's mum needed a hand with something, I could literally just chuck it down and go help her and pick it back up where I left off. Whereas knitting's not so easy, particularly if I'm doing something like lace on the dust of snow. But I don't think I'll get the blanket done because I've still got gift knitting to do. Yeah, that's not going to happen. And I've got a lot to do on that blanket before it all gets put together and goes round and round and round. But never mind. It was a good thought, but I'll have to take something else. Hopefully I'll be well into the dust of snow by then and I can take that with me. But yeah, that's me. I
don't have a lot else to share with you, I don't think. I was going to pop to the shop and have a look to see what Christmassy bits they had, but it's just started to rain and I'm quite warm and I can't really be bothered. Maybe I leave a little bit earlier when I go get the girls and pop in then. I want to get some bits for Dan. I won't say much because he might watch this, so probably shouldn't. Bless him. He does say, you do know, I do support the podcast. I do watch it, you know. So I don't know if he'll bother with Vlogmas, but I won't share just in case. Oh, anyway, I'm now just making conversation for making conversation's sake. I'm going to go and do a food shop for work and apparently not open this Vaseline because it's really hard to open, and do some knitting and watching some Vlogmases. Please let me know down below. I've already asked over on Instagram, but I'd love to know what Vlogmases you're watching because I love watching them, and when I am off work I intend to sit and binge a lot of Vlogmas. I've watched a couple so far. What have I watched so far? I've started watching Ali over at Fibrebound. I've watched a little bit of Nitty Natty. Oh, and I started watching The Cray Bear, but I had to pause it because I had to do some work, which was really rude. But I'd love to know, yeah, down below, share which ones are you watching, which ones are you loving, and I'm going to go and catch up on all of them when I'm off for those 4 days of Christmas. But I hope you're having a wonderful December. I'm feeling festive, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye.
Hello, it's me again. I'm back. I'm making a cup of tea. I'm going to try this one that Hannah very kindly put in my advent. But I didn't come here just to show you how to make a cup of tea. I keep meaning to tell you, and every time I finish a video I'm like, oh, I forgot again. I've been listening to audiobooks recently because they're really good while I'm walking Phoebe. And at the moment, as she's in season, I'm walking on my own, so I just get really bored. So I've been listening to audiobooks, and there's one I have to tell you about. My friend Deb told me about it, and it's called The Wrong Daughter by Dandy Smith. I downloaded it from Audible and I listened to it there, but I kid you not, it's the best audiobook I have listened to all year. I actually think it's probably, my favourite. I literally got through it in 3 days. I couldn't stop listening to it, so much so that I was like working, typing away on my laptop whilst listening to an audiobook, which I don't normally do because I lose concentration. But I couldn't put it down, so to speak. I couldn't take my earpods out and I couldn't not listen, so thought I'd share it with you. So yeah, now I've done that, now I can go. I'm also now listening to, let me find it. Can I find it? Well, it turns out I can't come out of the camera app and keep talking to you. I'm now also listening to Then She Vanished by Claire Douglas. Quite like that one too. Not as good as The Wrong Daughter, but adequate enough. So I'm going to go and have my tea and my 2 satsumas because, side note, I ordered a bag of easy peelers on my Tesco delivery this week, and they substituted a bag of easy peelers with a box of Tesco's Finest satsumas. I kid you not, like a box. It has about 30 to 40, well, ish, I didn't really count them. It has a lot of easy peelers in it, and I'm the only person that eats easy peelers in my house. So I actually have 4 of these in my bag. I might give some to the girls because by the time they get to eat theirs, they're all like dry and gross. And they always want what I'm eating, so if I eat them I can be like, oh, do you want some of my fruit? I'll share it with you, and then they want to eat it. So I need to get through all of these easy peelers. So I'm going to go and eat my easy peelers and my cup of tea. I probably should put some milk in it and continue my knitting. But just wanted to share this audiobook Rex with you. If I get any more, I will let you know. Okay, bye. You have got me in all my glory this morning because I'm sick. The girl's cold flu thing has got me. I knew it was coming for a couple of days. I've been feeling pretty rough. But it finally got me. Last night it hit me. So this is me. It's Sunday morning and I'm playing a little bit of catch up because I need to get my Vlogmas episode out. Because I have felt poorly, I haven't opened 2 days of Advent, so I wanted to share them with you now so I can add them to the video and then I'm up to date and then I can upload that one to YouTube. So here I am. I've showered. I've not walked the dog. Storm Dara is here. So Dan has very kindly walked Phoebe the past 2 mornings. Mostly because I'm feeling unwell today. You'll be sad to know that my garland didn't make it through the night. It hasn't broken. The baubles didn't smash or fall off, but it fell down. Actually, the garland was keeping the rod in place, but it had come away from the porch, so I had to go out there in my dressing gown this morning and take it all down, and I'll just wait for the wind to stop before I go and put it back up, because I do really want it back up. Sorry, there's a lot of fluff on my desk. So I'm not going to be here long because I haven't even done my hair. Like, this is my bed hair. But there is no perfection. I am a real human and I am sick. So there you go. We did a few things yesterday. I don't feel like I've really recorded very much other than sitting here talking to you this week, because if I'm honest, wherever we go out is just really busy. And I just don't think about getting my phone out. I just think about getting in, getting what I need, and then leaving. So apologies for that. It mostly is just me sat here talking to you or showing you my dog walk, which is probably equally not as exciting. But that's my life. I have nothing else to say. But yesterday we did go out. We did do a little bit of shopping. We don't have too many people to buy for Christmas, but our nieces and nephews... We decided last year that we weren't going to keep buying toys because they just get so much stuff from everybody else and they don't have anywhere to put it. They end up just getting too much and being too overwhelmed by it all. So we've turned to those boring aunts and uncles. We are now the boring aunt and uncle. And we now just buy them pyjamas and chocolate. I don't know whether they appreciate that, but I like to buy them something, but I want to buy them something that's useful. And not just adding to the plastic in their house. So I'll quickly show you a couple of things I've bought. I don't think any of my family watch this podcast, not the family that have the children, but if you do and you don't want to see what your kids have got for Christmas, turn off. There's one of you that potentially does. We have got two lots of Dan's brothers. All right, hold on, my brain's not working. Dan has 3 brothers. 2 of them already have children. One of them has 3 girls, one of them has 2 boys, and the other one is due next year. So, the family with 3 girls, they've got a baby. Lottie is not even 3 months. So we got her this cute little Peter Rabbit Christmas romper situation, which is adorable. I love a little collared, cute outfit for babies. I think they look adorable. And then all of the others, I've got the same. And not that they'll know, but let's get the smallest size out because it's easier to show you. We've just bought them Christmas pyjamas. All matching, top and trousers. So that's them, nice and easy. Literally got this in Sainsbury's, but Sainsbury's wasn't very good for Christmas pyjamas. They didn't have any in like the right sizes for the same families. I was quite happy to get different families, different ones, but they didn't have what I needed. So in the sizes, so those Christmas red ones I just showed you are from Tesco. So we've got them those and like a tube of sweeties each. Again, I don't really like to buy them chocolate. I've got a bit old in my age, a bit boring in my old age even. Excuse me. Because I equally don't just want to give them junk food. And Dan's like, let's buy them a selection pack. And I'm like, they're 2, 8, and almost 10. And 3 months. I don't want to fill them with chocolate. Like, it's just, they're also going to get a lot of that for Christmas. So I'm being the Scrooge aunt and I'm buying pyjamas and a tube of chocolate. So I think we got them Smarties. So a little bit of Christmas shopping done there yesterday. Dan and I have already bought for each other, although what Dan bought for me, the wrong thing has been sent, so we need to sort that out.
We've bought a little something for parents. We just need to go and buy the other things. Half the battle is knowing. I don't actually know what I'm going to get my dad. He gave me an idea, but I don't like it, so I'm not buying it. Anyway, all that to say is I've done some Christmas shopping. I went to Hobbycraft yesterday and got some lovely... It's over there. I can't be bothered to get it. You might be able to see it. You can't. Some red ribbon. I love ribboning my parcels. I think it just looks really cute. So I normally get like a brown paper look wrapping paper, and then put red ribbon around them. My favourite. I did some really fun arts and craftsy things yesterday, but I can't show you because they're for my friends. So I'll show you after. After Advent is over, or after they've received their parcels maybe, and then I can just say to them like, don't look. If you're a knitting friend, don't look. Anyway, I'm going to open Advent. I don't even feel like opening my chocolate Advent, so I might just save those. I just don't feel like food right now. I have shown you days 1 to 5, right? Yeah. So I've got 6 and 7 to show you. So this was Fridays and Saturdays. Today, as I said, is Sunday, but I'm going to start Vlogmas again as for today for next week, so I'm not going to show you today's until later when I come and do footage for that. So let's open day number 6. So you'll know by now because it's in the rest of the video, but this is Camel's Yarn Advent. So if you haven't watched the rest of the video and you're just watching this snippet for some weird reason, this is the Camel's Yarn Advent. If you don't want to see it, look away. Number 6 is called Sea Fan. Ooh. Good thing about this too is I can show you them in daylight. This is beautiful. It's actually very variegated. I think you can see that. It's quite browny, and then you turn it and it's got these pinky purpley kind of tones to them. I just love all the speckling and everything in Hannah's yarn. It's so stunning. I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to show them all to you in daylight today. And day number 7 is called Mermaid's Purse. Oh, not what I expected, but I don't really know what I expected from that name, to be fair. That is a stunning brown. I would love that in a whole skein, actually, for like a sweater's quantity. Maybe that's a New Year present to myself, because Hannah is going to do all of these in big skeins in January. Okay, let's get them all out and show you very quickly. So 7, 6, 5. Probably should have done this off camera, but you know, there's no perfection here, and I'm sick, so please forgive me. I'm the world's worst sick person. I just want to lay on the sofa and do nothing but read and knit. Right, I'm gonna get a knitting needle. I did this last time. It actually worked really well to hold them up. So I'll do them in, how's it gonna look? I don't know. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ta-da! How gorgeous. Oh, there you can really see. Actually, this is why I podcast in here, because it's at the front of the house. And while the sun is directly at the back of the house, this just gives a really good daylight effect. So 1 all the way through to 7, aren't they amazing? So we've got Grimblewood, Commonwealth, See What a Lovely Shell, Striped Venus, Corallina, Sea Fan, and Mermaid's Purse. I love them. I love them so much. So yeah, that's the Camel's Yarn Advent. I don't know what the plan is today. I'm going to go finish uploading. I just need to add this snippet on, and then I'll be uploading to YouTube for this week. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing today. I know Dan's parents are coming over at some point because they're visiting his other brother who lives locally. I say locally, like he's in the same village as us, so we were going to go and pop over and see them, but they said well, they were coming this way, so they'll do that. I won't get away with just hibernating and sitting on the sofa because unfortunately Dan gets cabin fever and hates resting. Even when he's not well, he hates resting. So no doubt we'll be going out this morning somewhere. It will likely involve food and coffee, which I'm not mad about, but I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about eating. So yeah, that's us. I think that's it for today. We went out and walked Phoebe in the storm last night, and my gosh, it was bad. I mean, I wish we could have one of those dogs that doesn't require going out, but Phoebe is such a creature out of habit. She just has to go out, even if it's for a shorter walk. She's happy, but I think we weren't all that sensible. Our thought process was, let's go somewhere that's semi-sheltered, because it was raining heavily and really windy. But getting out of the village was blocked one way because a tree had fallen down, so we went out the other way, which is the longer way, and we went and walked in the woods. Now, probably not sensible when it's, you know, trees are blowing down and it's really windy, but equally it was quite sheltered, so I'm not sure. Probably wouldn't recommend. Not the safest place to walk. But it was fine. We did that, and then we got Nando's for dinner, which was delicious. So yeah, all of that to say is this is the end of this week's vlog. I hope you've had a great first week of Advent. I am hoping to bring you some more exciting content this week, although it will depend on how I feel. Dana's away a couple of nights this week, so I can at least hop on and talk to you, mostly from the sofa, I expect. But it does mean I don't have a helper for walking Phoebe and making dinner, so it might be a little bit more strapped for time. But yeah, I will speak to you all very soon and see you in next week's Advent. See you later. Bye.